From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Stage is set, ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Achane. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not so. See in the opening minute of the game. Second down and 8. Hill brought in motion. On the carry, here's Achane. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll run with Achane. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now this time they'll look to throw. Open man downfield. It's DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Dolphins first down.
This is what they call an angle route, and what's so hard for these linebackers is it looks like the running back is just trying to beat you to the flat. And then once you overcommit, he puts his foot down and crosses your face, and he's wide open in the middle of the field.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 14. And the Dolphins first down.
They'll motion the tight end Smith. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Ronnie Bell. Touchdown, Miami. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's going to look for the home run ball. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Got it with Smith in Jigba. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Darnold to the air once more. That'll be intercepted.
Darnold's pass intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now, H.A. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. On the ground is H.A.
Number 28, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 3 on the play. First down.
So after 1, they'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now he'll run. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's H.A. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Let's go now.
Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Quick throw, taken in. Big strides, look at him go. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
Over the course of my career early on, there was a handful of guys that were downfield threats in the passing game, but they did a lot of stuff in the run game. They were really good extra pass protectors, and if you threw them the ball, they had very sure hands. But what we're seeing now is the ability to get deep and add layers into the secondary as a pass receiving threat, and not only do damage before they catch the ball, but so many of these guys have tremendous ability after.
A second effort, and he is in. Darius Davis. Touchdown, Seahawks. Now, for the point after. He's got it. And the Seahawks will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Hill brought in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline. Not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that 2nd foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
Second down and 3. Stick with him again. Oh, a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage. And I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself. And in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3. Now it is 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Darius Davis. Touchdown, Seattle. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That's taken in by Achane. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your loss. lose that down. Now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, and maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Here's 1st and 10. Here we go, set. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He's going to tuck it and go. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
Mike, this is an impressive run, especially considering the fact it was zone coverage. That's a lot of defenders with eyeballs in the backfield focused on the quarterback. So to be able to escape the pocket and pick up good yardage, really good play.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down. The 35-yard line. handoff, running left, it is Walker. This is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, trying to find some place to escape, and there was none. A big loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing, Darnold. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Third and long. To throw is Darnold. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him. He really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Waddle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Second and a yard. Blown back in the backfield. I fumbled the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive.
And he will score. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, Dolphins 14.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. First and 10. Darnold now to throw. For the middle, it's Kupp. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play. This is a situation that play callers love to be in. Like, they have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Down the sideline, past the 45. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Seattle.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
17, Dolphins 14.
What can they do here? This is third and forever. Now Darnold. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2. taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's H.A. Oh.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A handoff as they try to run it here. Now a loose football. The Seahawks scoop it up.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he is putting in the work. Dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Miami.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Now a give on the ground. Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to be taken down.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. Here's a run. A short kick down to the 7. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now, 2nd and goal. They'll run here. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. Hill brought in motion. They're going to go jet sweep on 3rd down. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. And it'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Throwing on 2nd down, Darnold. He'll go right and find his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Here's Darnold. That's going to be caught.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's 1st down. Here's Darnold again. Huff brings it in left side. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to win the game. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This one he's got to have. And this one is off the mark. It is no good. And this game, in all likelihood, is headed to overtime.
Man, that's just a tough one to swallow. You've got a chance to win the game right here at the end of regulation. But after that costly miss, they're going to see if they can pull this one out but in overtime.
This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets 1 possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Here comes a return from the end zone. Good coverage by the kicking team. He's out of bounds, shy of the 20. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll throw it left and has his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he will pick up a first down up to the 37-yard line. Darnold to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Darnold. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. Greg and I back to search for a winner after this. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Let's go. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep, going to Kupp. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Valdez-Scantling on the move. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. It took away all the options, and now it is 4th and goal. This kick is good. He knocks it through. And they get the upper hand as they take the lead to start overtime.
Of course they would have loved to finish this with a touchdown, of course. But this is the next best thing. You come out here in overtime, you get the early lead going up by 3, and now you put it on your defense. Can they come up with one stop to win this football game?
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted. That ought to seal it. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Mike, at this point in the game, you just can't make that mistake. But at the